Joseph here from Eightcap. So we are having a look at oil today. Now, it's quite interesting. Yesterday's price action is a little bit surprising. We did see stocks moving higher. I think the S&P 500 finished at its best level in some period of time. Yet we did see oil continue to push lower, and despite the news coming out recently from the Saudis about production cuts and also OPEC production cuts, which set off this lovely Monday morning that we all remember very well. We have seen continued pushback from sellers, and not only a pushback, but total cancellation of the moves. Now, the latest push higher came here after Saudi Arabia made those announcements in the previous OPEC meetings, and we didn't really see much get going at all, and we just saw prices come back down. Now, this level it's sitting at now is pretty key support area. We have seen quite a few moves off this area, and it's only really closed below that area once, and that was back on the 17th of March. Since then, we've seen 1, 2, 3 rejections of that level, and we're back down again. So will it be fourth time lucky for sellers? Could they finally break this level, and will we see a push down to test those previous lows? Or will buyers hold this level, and will we see buyers come back up? The worry for me with price at the moment is, despite the best efforts by OPEC, we are seeing price being cut down, and it looks like it's sort of just feeding the fade. And there could also be a little bit of worry around the US economy and the Chinese economy, as those two are the two largest consumers of oil, with US being number one and China being the second. And the recovery in China is not exactly going extremely gangbusters since they've opened up after COVID. And we all know that the US has been, raising rates, and we will see the latest comments and message this week from the FOMC, and it is having an effect, with some signs seeing now that it is starting to slow down the US economy. And we did see a small jolt from the US unemployment claims last week that sort of got this going. So is oil really just reacting to these things? And are we seeing, because it does see future demand based off how major consumers are doing, and with them slowing down, is that basically feeding into future projections that demand will be lower due to slower output from economies, and with the rates being risen, and with the direct effect of trying to cool off an economy, is that simply just feeding into future consumption projections, and really just hurting demand at the moment. So that could be a factor, but also technically, we really want to see if this downtrend is going to continue. Now, it did have a bit of a pause in this area, but there's been the lower high series does continue. So we've had a lower high here, a lower high here, and we've got lower highs here. So with this initial move down that smashed through this recovery trend, we've seen this lower high, a move down, a lower high, and a move down. And if we do look at the shape here, we can see it does look like a descending triangle. It wouldn't be the cleanest, and it could be a bit of a warning that sellers are looking to try and get this downtrend going. Now, if we do see oil back down around the 64 area or down to 62, it will be very interesting to see if we do get a response or some action from OPEC to try and prop up price, and what happens next after that, and if we do see more aggressive fading from traders that we've seen recently. So we will the fair bit of attention looking at crude to see if it can hold this support, and if it does fail, do we get a move back down to test these levels? Now, just remember, if we do see another move up, we have plenty of resistance ready to go at 74.22 and more here at 73.32. So should be an interesting one this evening for oil, so we'll be keeping an eye on that one. So thank you very much for your time, for tuning in. We were hoping you're having a fantastic Tuesday, and we wish you all the best for the rest of your trading day. Thank you.